Hello viewers, welcome to this edition of Asian Vibes. Please join me in welcoming two very dynamic students from Lakehead University who have established a student association. Thank you so much, Kazi and Sharmin. Thank you for joining us for the show. And we're very excited to know more about the student association that you have established. I understand it's very recent. Yeah?
It is. It's just from this year, and this has been first time in Lakehead University we have formed this association.
What is the association called? Let's start with the first thing first. What is the association called?
It's called Lakehead University Bangladeshi Student Association. Short form is LBSA. So this is the association that's worked with Bangladeshi students, not only students. It includes the community members as well, the teachers, and all the stuff that's been working in Lakehead.
So it's an association for the Bangladesh students, students from Bangladesh, or it is for the Bangladeshi students with the Bangladeshi students. Do I understand that right?
I do. It's just, we're not only working just for Bangladeshi students.
Right.
That's our main purpose. But what are you doing? We're engaging all the Bangladeshi community that's in Thunder Bay.
Right.
So it's kind of in a sense that it's working with the students and the community in general. But the main focus is helping the new students get used to the system, get used to the new country, get used to the new university. And that's the main purpose of our association.
Nice, very nice. And I think it's very unique in the sense because there is no Bangladesh community association as such in Thunder Bay. Am I right?
It is. Like, that's the main purpose. Like, we have something to represent Bangladesh right now in Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
For the last few years, there has been lots of planning going on, but no initiative have been taken. But this year, we actually went forward and say, we need an association, we need something to say Bangladesh is in Thunder Bay.
Made your presence felt. But congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's a good initiative. And I'm sure there are lots of people or lots of students who are benefiting from it. Now, tell us a little bit more about what motivated you. Of course, you gave us a little insight, but how did it all start? Over coffee and study, or it has been in your mind and you talk to people? How did it all start?
I'm a very social person, to be honest. I talk with a lot of people all the time. So I've been talking with my Indian friends. Like, Indian friends have been one of my inspiration to start this association because they've been very active in Lakehead.
Very active and very big group, yeah.
They're a huge community.
Yeah, it's a big community. Yes.
So they've been doing their programs for years now in Thunder Bay. They've got Holi, Diwali, and lots of different kind of programs.
All the festivities, yes,
right?
yeah.
And they've got, their community is very strong, and their association in Lakehead is very strong as well.
Right.
So I was thinking, if they can make their presence felt, why would we wouldn't be able to do that? So that's the main purpose of the association, to make ourselves known and also help the new students as well. I think what happens to the Indian students that just come fresh of India,
Right.
if they struggle with anything, they just go to the association help them settle down.
Yeah, it's a good platform to start.
It is. Like, you don't feel alone, right?
Right.
If you are a part of a big community, you feel like there's something that's got your back.
Correct.
So I thought if we have something for the Bangladeshi student as well, they'll feel more welcome and be more at home.
And engage the community as well, outside the student body, right? You're also engaging that.
Exactly. The community in Bangladesh that we have in here are really, really helpful. Like all the past students or even the faculty that we have right now, they're always helping the students, maybe with advices, maybe just their hospitality. We get invitation a lot to the families for having awesome Bangladeshi food. So that's the main thing. Engage the community and the student association together.
I can feel that presence and the pride every time you talk about Bangladesh. Yeah. Please tell us a little about Bangladesh for our community in Thunder Bay. Tell us a little bit about your beautiful country.
Bangladesh is heart, I would say. Like, that's what I feel. Like, it's very close to your heart. It's probably the thing that I associate my with. Like, if you ask me, what do you associate yourself with the most in the whole world, I would say Bangladesh is the thing. Like, Bangladesh is just not a country for me. It's my identity.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, I've been grown up in Bangladesh, Dhaka, the streets of Dhaka. That's what's made me who I am. I mean, the food in there, the people, the culture, the festivities that we had in Bangladesh. Like, all in all, it's something that makes me who I am.
You resonate with it, yeah. It's your like you said, it's your roots, your identity.
Where
are you from, Sharmin?
I am from Bangladesh.
Yeah.
I just landed here in August, fresh from Bangladesh.
August?
Yeah, fresh from Bangladesh.
Right.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Bangladesh. I did my undergrad over there. So it's more like I lived my life in Bangladesh. Before anything about Bangladesh, I know that he talked all about his emotional attachment with Bangladesh, but I want to like introduce my country. It's more like a Southeast Asian country. It's a neighboring country.
South Asia.
Yeah. So it's the neighboring country of India. It's surrounded by India, Myanmar, and the Bay of Bengal. So it's a tiny little country with lots of heart.
With a lot of greeneries and a lot of laughter, happy people out
Yes.
there. And Bangladesh is also in the news now because of the Rohingya crisis, right?
Yes.
People from Myanmar are moving. The Rohingya people from Myanmar are all migrating or moving or relocating to Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your country is doing a lot for them.
Yeah, as we told that we have a big heart as a country. Yeah. We're accommodating, opening our arms to anything.
How big is the student body here, the Bangladesh student body in LU?
We have around 25 students, Bangladeshi students that are currently studying in master's, bachelor's and PhD programs.
Oh, okay.
And the student body is formed between 3 people. Myself, I'm working as a president for the Bangladeshi Student Association. Then we have Abdul Wahab Robi, who is the treasurer. And we have Manzar Mahmood, who is the association's general secretary.
And what is your role, Sharmin, with this group?
I'm just a new student who
benefited from the
benefited from it. When I first came here, the association was not yet formed, but it was still there. But they still helped me. I mean, the paperworks were still going on, but they still helped me with like assimilating with the society and everything. Yeah, I got to know about the town, hanging out with them. Yeah, exactly.
So there is a formal process to establish an association within Lakehead University?
We have just been approved by LUSU. LUSU is Lakehead University Student Union.
Right, yeah.
So what we had to do, we had to make a proposal that we want to start a club. So we put our application through LUSU. They reassessed and assessed several times to say if it's a viable and if it's going to be beneficial for the student body. Then we got approval. Then we had to gather 20 students officially to have
to
it
establish
to
a
be
quorum.
Yeah, then after that we had to apply for funding, so we got funding from LUSU as well. So now it's up and running.
Oh, you get funding too.
We do.
Fantastic. So you're volunteering your time, right? If I understand that right? Both of you, if you're working with the group or the association, you're volunteering.
Yeah, it's totally volunteer program.
Right.
It gives you a sense of joy to help other people.
Absolutely.
Like have positive impact for the community.
Yeah. And also it's a leadership. Yeah? You've taken a leadership role here in establishing the association and through that platform helping other students as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like you learn a lot of things through the process.
Right.
Now I know how a club should run or how we should do different kind of things to help the community in a more official way. Or there are lots of more things that I'm still learning from elders or from the Bangladeshi community as well. But in general, it's a learning process, and I would say that's helping me personally develop my leadership skill, and also my other students that are there being developed in their own way to like make an impact to the community.
Right. On that beautiful note, we'll take a very small break, Kazi and Sharmin. And dear viewers, stay tuned. We'll be right back and get to know more about the association and what they are studying. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching Asian Vibes. And today we are in conversation with Kazi and Sharmin, and they're talking about the newly established Lakehead University Bangladesh Student Association. I may not have got the exact acronym, but the full form, but I guess that's the essence of your association, right? Now, so your one objective is to help the Bangladeshi students, the student body, but how are you integrating with the other multicultural platforms that LUSU or Lakehead University Student Union offers? Do you get to mingle with them, plan activities with them, with the other multicultural associations?
Yeah, we do. Like that's the way we are trying to progress, because it's a new association, right? So if we get more information about the association that had been formed before and what they did to become more successful, so we are trying to get used to those kind of things as well. Like my good friend Prabjot, then Avani, they are already a part of the Indian Student Association. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to integrate our association with them, like what are they doing, what we should do to be a bit like them, because they are very successful in Lakehead, not only Lakehead, in Thunder Bay as well. So we're trying to get used to the system as well. We are trying to cooperate them in their events. For example, a few days back they had Desi Fusion, that's a Bollywood night kind of thing.
Yes.
So what I did, I actually volunteered and see what they did, how their programs are run. So we're trying to
Right.
integrate our association with other associations as well.
Yeah.
And LUSU. So in 25th November, LUSU is doing a fundraising program for helping the Rohingya people. From our association, we are donating around $200 just to be a part of a good deed. So in this way, we are trying to helping other association as well and getting help from them as well.
So there are some
to
very
move forward.
yeah, some of those issues are very topical, and you're contributing to that.
Trying.
So that's the fundraising dinner for the Rohingya
Yeah.
refugees. Yeah.
Yeah, also I think we have plans for representing our cultures during the cultural occasions
Okay,
of our
yeah.
country, to make the Bangladesh itself and the Bangladeshi community known in the Thunder Bay community, like making your own place
in the-
identity
yeah,
and
absolutely.
assimilating with the
With the community in
current
general.
community
Right,
in general.
yeah. What are the challenges? I mean, what kind of challenges as a student when you come in from such far east to to Canada and Thunder Bay? What kind of challenges hit you immediately after landing here?
I'll tell you my personal experience.
Yeah.
For the last few years, I've been moving a lot. I actually came to Canada from Australia. My parents actually live in Australia. So around 2007, I moved to Australia, Melbourne, Australia from Bangladesh. Then in 2014, I moved to Canada. So what is the main challenge, I would say, is get used to the new system, get used to the new environment. Like culture in Bangladesh is a lot different than Australia. The culture in Australia is a bit different than Canada. So getting used to the new system, new culture is a bit of a challenge. Also the weather.
And the journey teaches you a lot by itself,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
All that.
It does.
Yeah, absolutely. What about the weather?
It's you have to be psychologically prepared if you're coming to Canada.
I know there's so much you hear about it,
Yeah.
that it's very cold and it can get very snowy and there's
Yeah.
lots of snow and up and all that. But it's more psychological
Yeah.
than actually. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
so right there.
It is. I'll give you my experience.
Yes.
In Australia, right? It's on the southern hemisphere.
Southern hemisphere.
So when we have winter in Canada, it's summer in there.
Oh, nice.
I came around 20th December, so it's like the peak of summer in there. In there, the temperature was around positive 46, 47. Australia is very hot, right?
It's beautiful. Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
landed in Canada. I got out of the
Tropical.
airport. The temperature was negative 40. So it's almost 100-degree difference.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
that was a big of a shocker.
That was a big, weather gets, you have to take some time to get used. So what are you studying? Let us talk about your academic pursuits here in Lakehead University. What are you studying, Sharmin?
I'm studying. I'm doing my master's in English literature and specialized with women's studies here. So,
That's a very unique combination. I've heard of
Yes.
people coming here to study engineering or math or business and things like that. But English is something. English literature with women's studies is a unique combination.
It is a unique combination in Canada as well. So I was looking for something that will accommodate my previous major as well as the future aspect that I'm going to explore. So I wanted to explore women's studies more, and Lakehead just fitted fine. And also within the literature thing, Lakehead University has a professor who is specialized in South Asian literature.
Yes.
So I actually wanted to work on that as well.
Dr. Anna Gutman.
Yes, Dr. Anna Gutman. She's
Yes.
my supervisor and my department chairman. So, sorry, I actually mailed her and she was very welcoming, and I was thinking, why not? It's a very unique combination. It suits my taste. Let's go for it.
And what is the crux of your study? What are you studying in Asian literature and
My
language?
Yeah, my Asian literature courses, like I am going to do my research project on South Asian literature. There I'm going to focus on more on Bangladeshi literatures in English, like which are written in English.
Bangladeshi literature written in English.
Written in English. It's not translated, rather it's written in English. And
so they're more contemporary, or are you talking?
They're more contemporary. There are few dating, but it's more in translation. So we're more looking for authentic English literature written by Bangladeshi people. And I'm looking into the literatures that focus on 1971 war, which is the independence war of Bangladesh.
Oh, I see. So you're focusing your studies on that. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Literature during the war period.
Literature regarding, concerning the 1971 war, more like the women who participated or victimized during the war. So I'm working on
that. Is so interesting. I would love to get to know more about your study. Yeah, fantastic. Sure. What are you studying, Kazi?
I'm in my last year of civil engineering with a focus on geotech-like engineering. Civil engineering got a lot of different fields. You can go on structure, you can go on traffic engineering, you can go on soil and all those kind of different stuff, flooding as well. But what I want to be a geotechnical engineering. So that's do with soil testing and all those kind of stuff.
Oh, it sounds heavy, yeah.
Sounds a bit boring.
No,
but
it sounds
I find
heavy
very,
and intense.
very interesting. Lots of math involved. Yeah.
Nice. But what happens to your association? You said you're in your final year. How are you planning to sustain the association while you finish your schooling here?
Well, it's a difficult job. It's not very easy. Like you have to cut back time of other things. Maybe don't hang out with your friends that much.
But
like cut times from different kind of activities. But it's possible. It's not possible, yeah, it's not impossible.
And bring in more committed and like-minded people who are interested in building the association.
And I think there's election, like
you're gonna have an election.
Yeah, every year end, like they're gonna have one, so that will renew a new leadership. Yeah. So even if he's not there,
there's somebody else is going to be
going to take over. Yes.
Is there a membership fee?
No, it's absolutely
free for anybody, for any students. Yeah. So that's fantastic. Great to know about your respective academic careers and your studies. And we'll take a very short break, Kazi and Sharmin, and we'll be right back, dear viewers. We want to talk about the kind of activities that you have planned for the coming times. And I also want to know what is it that you're missing and you want to bring it as part of your association. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching Asian Vibes. And today my guests is Kazi and Sharmin, and they are giving some very interesting insights on settling down as students and establishing in the association that you have. What I wanted to know was, is the association only for Lakehead University students? Are you extending, opening your hearts and the association to students from the college as well?
It is. It's just not only for students. I would say it's for the whole Bangladeshi community in Thunderbay in general.
Nice. Yeah.
So we have got a lot of international student and local student in Confederation College as well. We are welcoming them to join us as well in our programs, in our festivities, and also the community that we have. We have a very dynamic and engaging community in Thunderbay.
It's a nice network as well. You're building your network, right? Even for placements and job requirements, interviews and things like that. These kind of platforms do help a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Getting to know your alumni.
Yeah, I'd like to mention a name. It's Nahid Nazneen Annie. She is one of the members of the Bangladeshi community, and she's very helpful. Like any kind of program, she helps us like from the start to the end.
Cultural programs.
Culturally, we are very young, right? And she has been a lot through. She has been a past student. So if we ask any advice, she will give us advice. Or maybe if we have a program and we need to do a potluck, she will be the one who will go to
bring in the food.
Get food from all the apus and bhaias.
Food is so integral, right?
Food is a big part of Bangladesh.
It's part of our culture,
actually. It's part of our culture, and it's very communal, right? We all sit together and eat, and that's so communal. Sharmin, you are an international student?
Yes.
Yeah. How did you find Lakehead University?
That's through Google search.
Yeah, so
of
directly
course,
you
yeah,
contacted
directly
them.
I contacted because there's no actually recruiters in Bangladesh, active recruiters of this university in Bangladesh, which they have in India or China.
Right.
So I was searching for, as I told you, I was looking for that perfect fit for my major.
Yeah.
So I searched for it. I actually found the university through Anna Gutman's profile, and then I mailed them, and they were very much welcoming to me. And then I applied and I came here. So
fantastic. And what with regards to association, coming back to the association, what have you planned for the next year, for the new year, or with students? Any cultural festivity?
We have two kind of goals. One, some short-term goals, some
Okay.
long-term goals. The short-term goals, I would say, just helping the new students in different kind of things. For
Right.
example, academically, maybe culturally, maybe it's a bit cultural shock for a lot of students. They're coming from a different culture. You know, Bangladesh
Right, yeah.
got a different culture than Canada. So I would say what you should do or shouldn't do to get used to the new system. Also, what you should do to be more academically better, or financially as well, how to manage money to be more accustomed to this system. These are our short-term goals, helping the students that we have right now. The long-term goals, I would say, is helping the whole Thunder Bay community in future. That could be helping the homeless people through homeless shelters, do fundraising, charities, all those kind of things. For example, the Rohingya
Giving
people,
it back to the
giving
community.
it back to the
Yeah,
community.
right.
We just don't wanna just be
Within
definitive
your own,
with
yeah,
our
yeah,
community. It's the whole
yeah.
community in general. Like if we
Right.
just help our community and the other community as well, I think that will give us a sense of purpose and help the whole world in general.
Yeah, one thing that I can suggest is that encourage students. I know you guys you have very with regards to time. Time is a big challenge for all of you, but if you get some time, just go to the shelter house or go to any place and volunteer. That gives a lot of grounding to understanding the local community.
Yeah.
And volunteerism is not really very Asian. It's not. It's still within our understanding. Volunteerism is not big in our culture.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's something I have learned personally, to volunteer my time and learn so much about the community.
I agree. Like we should help the people that are less fortunate than us, and it's gonna give you a sense of purpose. You'll feel good about yourself, and I think that's one of the reasons why I started the community. Because if you just start by your own, you may not be able to put that much of an impact. But if you have a lot of people working towards you,
Right.
the impact you can put is in a lot bigger scale. So that's why we want to help
Yeah.
just not only Bangladeshi students, but the whole
Reach
Thunder Bay
out to
community.
the Thunder Bay community, and
Exactly.
also talk about your community to the multicultural aspect of Thunder Bay.
For me, that would be like Thunder Bay community is a host community for me,
Oh,
because
it's a
I'm
host
an
community.
because I'm an international student, and my experience was pretty pleasant with them. Like they were very welcoming. So I personally plan to participate in voluntary works, going to the shelters and helping them. So I have been talking to my professors regarding this and stuff.
Lots of opportunities.
Yeah, lots of opportunities. So it's kind of giving back and being grateful to the host community.
Yeah, my host community,
Actually,
yeah.
that's my personal opinion
Right.
about it.
What is it that you miss the most
Food?
from home? Food is the most. Yeah.
Yeah. Food.
And the festivities? Is there any specific
Yes,
festivity
we are
that
very
you miss?
colorful.
Yes.
We have like this saying that we have 13 events in 12 months. Like, yeah, 12 মাসে 13 পার্বণ, that's the saying. So we are very festive, and I miss the streets, the busy, buzzing streets of Dhaka, like during those festives, those colorful events, music, culture, like it's full of life.
But
Yeah.
you do your Eid celebrations, and I enjoy.
Yes.
I have participated in some of them, and they're
Yes.
fantastic. And your language day, yeah, which is
Yes.
in February.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
21st of
21st
February.
February.
So we are the only country in the whole world that actually
Yeah.
shed blood for language. In
Yeah.
Bangladesh,
Fought for your language.
it
Yes,
is. In Bangladesh,
we did.
it's a very big part of it.
It's a big part of your culture. Yes.
And I would say what I miss most about Bangladesh is the rain. Like that's you wouldn't find anywhere in the whole world. Like it's a monsoon country, right?
Yes,
So the smell of rain, you miss it a lot. All the festivities, the pujas, the Eids, like in those times, the whole Bangladesh will just be so
Yeah,
colorful and like
come together.
vibrant, right?
Mm.
And
Come
also
together
the
and
street
celebrate.
foods. I'm not sure if you have Bangladeshi street food or not. Fuchka, the pani puris, chaats,
Now
all
you're
those
making
kind
me
of stuff.
really go hungry.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They are amazing.
They're
I know,
amazing.
I
And
know.
also our country is one of those countries that are named after their own language.
Right.
Like Bangla is our mother tongue and Bangladesh is our country's
country,
name.
yeah.
So we are named after our
And
language.
UNESCO has named the day
Yes, yes,
as an international language day.
Yeah, we are very proud of our language. You can
Absolutely,
you can
yes.
see that.
And the fact that you're studying Asian literature,
Yes.
yeah, and focusing on Bangladesh contemporary work is
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Because it's like if we say South Asian literature,
Right.
it always is about either prominent Indian writers or Pakistani writers. There are very few people working with and on Bangladeshi literature, so it's just
and it's time that the
it's
presence
time.
is made
It's
and
time.
everybody
Yeah.
knows about
yeah,
the
everybody
Bangladesh.
knows about it. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Fantastic. And I'm sure we can go on and on. There's so much to know about your country, Bangladesh. I've been there. I have participated in your festivities and functions, and amazing, amazing music and the life, and so lifeful and vibrant. Yeah? That's so I congratulate you on the initiative, and I wish you the very, very best in bringing and helping the Bangladeshi student body and the community, but at the same time integrating your Bangladeshi culture and essence of everything that Bangladesh is all about to the wider multicultural landscape of Thunder Bay. Wish you all the very, very best, and congrats. And that's a really great initiative, very good initiative. Keep up the good work. Let it, please try and sustain that, and all the best.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And viewers, thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Asian Vibes. I hope you got to know a little bit more about Bangladesh and all that it offers, and met these dynamic students from Bangladesh who are here to pursue their academic careers, and we wish them all the very best. Thank you for joining us.